So let's talk about comfort, because every time you hit snooze, skip the workout, stay silent, or scroll for hours, it feels like a harmless decision. Those tiny choices, they add up. And the cost is your future. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. I'm sorry I haven't posted in a while through the last weeks of school, and now I'm ready to post. And I am here to talk about a topic that I feel is really important, and it is the horrible addiction of staying in your comfort zone. Comfort is literally the enemy of growth, because feeling comfortable and not having to approach change, comfort is the one thing keeping you so far away from your goals. So I am here to teach you how to get rid of it, to get out of your comfort zone, and tell you how it's actually damaging your progress. Comfort feels safe, but it slowly steals your momentum. Comfort tricks you into thinking you're protecting yourself, but what you're really doing is avoiding growth. Every time you choose what's easy over what's right, you reinforce the identity of someone who always stays stuck. Think about it like this: you literally cannot meet the rest of the world and get to know new places if you always stay in your room. How do you expect to know what's outside and what's good and what's bad for you if you don't give it a try? For example, you say you want to be confident, but you stay quiet in class. You say you want to be healthy, but you eat like it doesn't matter today. You say you want to change, but you keep repeating the same patterns. Why? Because it is comfortable. Comfort builds comfort, of course, but growth builds power. The more you choose ease, the more uncomfortable change is going to get. When you choose growth, even in tiny ways, you're going to build self-respect. You start trusting yourself again. You earn confidence by keeping promises to yourself. One day you might wake up and feel so tired, but you promised yourself that you wanted to go to the gym. Literally go. You may have the worst workout in your life, but you're going to feel so much better about the fact that you actually went to the gym. Like, it's actually going to change your mindset, and it's going to make you realize that you can achieve things that you promise yourself you will. If you tell yourself that you're going to eat healthier, but the next day you stop doing it, and you're just in a cycle, in this pattern that won't change. Let's say, for example, I used to love fast food. I already mentioned this in some other of my videos. I love drinking soda. It was like the best feeling to drink a fresh soda, like when it was cold and icy. And then I stopped drinking it, and I was like, okay, I'm actually gonna lock in and I'm gonna stop doing it. I didn't do it because of fitness, but I did it because of something else. I stopped drinking sodas, and I stopped eating candy and everything. I stopped eating fast foods, and at some point I really wanted to give in and eat it. Like, I wanted to eat it again, of course, because that's your instinct. You're like, okay, it tastes good, so I'm going to eat it. Is it actually good for me? So you think, okay, I promised myself not to do it, but if you do it, you're just going to continue breaking that promise. What I did is that I was like, okay, I am going to stop drinking soda, for example, for 2 weeks. If I get past those 2 weeks, I am good. And then after those 2 weeks, you're going to realize you do not want to stop. You're not going to give in again, because you're like, oh my gosh, I just did this for 2 whole weeks. I don't want to throw all of my effort in the trash and give in. You're going to approach growth little by tiny little steps, but it actually gets you to change. So it is actually going to become easier the more you do it. Growth is painful, but staying the same costs way more pain. Skipping the hard thing feels good, but regret actually feels way heavier than discipline. When you actually do something that you did not want to do, you're going to feel so proud about the fact that you actually did it. It sounds kind of difficult to understand, but it's really not that hard. If you told yourself, I would literally never go hiking, I hate doing sports, this, that, but then you actually do it and you hike down a mountain or something, you're going to feel so proud. You're going to hate every moment of it. You're going to hate it. That's so true. You're going to be so tired. You're going to wish you had stayed home, because it will always be really hard. But after you're done, you're going to realize, wow, I did that. I can actually do it. I could actually achieve my goals. And you're going to feel so proud and so good. And comfort will literally never beat that feeling. But let's say you told yourself that you wanted to start going to the gym and you never went. Go 1 week and then you leave it behind, like you stop going, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna go again. You go for like 3 days and then you stop going, and then you're like, whatever, I don't care, I look fine, I don't have to go to the gym. But then one day you're scrolling on Instagram or TikTok or just looking at people in the street and you're like, wow, this girl's body looks so good. Or like, shit, maybe I should have actually started going to the gym when I said I wanted to. And you're going to feel so horrible about yourself. And it is true, you should never compare yourself to other people. That is so true, but you literally can't help it. That's like human nature. And you're like, wow, I should have started going to the gym. You're going to regret that you didn't go. You're going to regret the thing that you did not do, because other people are showing the results of it and you just don't have it. Why? Because of yourself, because it's your fault that you didn't actually keep your promise and do the things that you knew were good for you. So literally just start. If you're like, oh my gosh, I wouldn't look like this right now if I had locked in back then. Do it now. Do it now. There's literally no time earlier than now. One day you'll either be proud of your work or stuck in a life that looks nothing like you imagined. The truth is, you pay either way, so you have to choose which kind of hard you're willing to face. Choose the discomfort that leads somewhere. This is the identity comfort is trying to protect. Comfort actually helps you cling to the version of yourself that you're trying to outgrow. That version that is scared, passive, and reactive. The version you're becoming, she needs evidence. You have to show your brain, we do things differently now. Growth starts the moment you stop trying to feel ready and start acting like the future you ahead of time. Breaking the cycle means embracing discomfort on purpose. Ask yourself, what if you stopped avoiding discomfort and started chasing it? One day I actually did this acting class, sort of, because a friend of mine asked me to go with her, and it was so boring because we couldn't have our phones for like many hours, and I didn't know what time it was. I was like, when are we leaving this place? And it felt horrible. But one thing that I do remember that they told me, and it will always stick with me, the acting teacher like literally told us, every time someone gives you an opportunity, no matter what, no matter if it sounds like the most boring thing ever, like one thing you would never do, one thing you should never want to do, one thing you're too scared to do, no matter what, do it. Always say yes. If you have the opportunity, always say yes. What if you saw every hard thing as a rep, not a setback? Reframe it. Discomfort equals a data. It actually means that you're stretching out to more things. The discomfort of change is actually temporary. The discomfort of staying the same will always be permanent. Growth is not aesthetic. It's quiet, messy, and often kind of boring. Social media actually sells you a glow up that looks so pretty. Real growth actually looks like journaling when you don't feel like it, walking outside when you don't feel like it, eating the things that you just really do not want to eat because you really crave something else. That's growth. It's like saying no to people who really drain you, like choosing to keep going even when nobody is clapping. Sometimes growth looks like silence, like discipline, like becoming a person no one recognizes because you finally recognize yourself. This obviously does not mean that you cannot romanticize growth. One thing I actually love about social media is that it actually is motivating, but you can not trust motivation, you know, guys? But at the same time, when you really feel stuck and you really feel like, oh, I don't want to do something, I actually just feel like laying in my bed all day long and doing nothing, or just going back to the same old ways and staying that way, because why does it matter, right? It actually matters so much. It matters so much. So even though growth will never be 100% pretty and 100% amazing and it won't always feel great, you can also romanticize it. So what do you do now? Start small. Pick one comfort-based habit to break this week. Replace scrolling with reading. Replace overthinking with action. Replace I'll do it later with I'll do it now. Even if it's just for 5 minutes. You don't need a perfect plan. You actually need proof. You need to prove yourself that you can actually change, that you can show up for yourself. Every comfort-based decision has a cost. The question is, are you really willing to pay it? So today, choose the stretch, the silence, the thing that scares you a little, because the future you, she's built by who you choose to be today. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I love you so much. Remember to subscribe and comment down below. Don't be shy. And tell me what kinds of videos you actually want to see more. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.